In this video I want to introduce you to the media library. The media library is going to be important as you start adding posts or pages to your site because it allows you to insert different types of media into those posts. You can access it through the media, going to library, and this is the media library. It shows all of the images that I've uploaded. The media library is a kind of centralized repository for all different types of media, and you can see here from this drop down box that can include images, audio, video, documents, spreadsheets, archives, and by adding them to the media library that will then be available whenever you're creating a page, whenever you're creating a post. Or if you want to create a download link to something, you can add that to the media library and grab a download link from the media library and then insert that into your post or page. You can easily add new media to the media library with the Add New Media file. That opens up this box at the top where you can drag and drop your files into this box, or if you want to select them from the computer, you can click the Select Files and then navigate to them on your computer and then click OK, and they will then be uploaded. At the top we've got a bar going across the top where we can choose how our media items are displayed. Currently I've got this grid displayed and it just shows you a thumbnail of each one, but we also have a list view, and that will give you more details on each one, give you the option of easily selecting them. You can delete them permanently, you can download the file, you can copy the URL to the media item, and you can also view it, and if you click on that it just opens up that media item in its own window. You'll also notice if I scroll up that on this list view we have screen options, and that will determine what is displayed in the table, so you can turn those on and off. If we go back to the thumbnail view, we don't have the display options. We can do some filtering, so we could search for just one type of media. I've only got images here, so if I select anything else it's not going to show. If I select images then they're obviously there, or you can select all media items to be shown. You can also choose by date. These images were uploaded December 2024, so that is the only option I'm being given, but if you upload on other dates then they will appear here too. You can also bulk select images, so if you click the bulk select and then you just click on some of them, you can select multiple items and you then have the option of deleting them permanently. You can also search for media items, so if you have included a title or a description or a caption, then that can be used to search. If I currently search for dog, I've got one here. If I click on that, I can pull up the description of that image and I can see that dog actually appears in the title. But I do have some other dogs in the media library as well. Let me just cancel that, and if I go to this other dog, let's have a look. We don't have dog anywhere, so let's put border collie dog. Okay, we're going to close this and we'll go back and search. We've now got that dog showing up as well, and that's because dog appears in the title. If I remove dog from the title and search for dog, let's hit return, then that dog has disappeared from the list. We can also include the term in a caption, so we could say that this is a dog, that border collie, and then if we search for dog we'll find that border collie as well. So you can include keywords in your media descriptions, either in alternative text, the title, caption, a description, and then they'll be searchable through this search box. That screen that we were just looking at is called the attachment details, and besides being able to add in these other bits of data to the image, you do have some other options. At the bottom we have a little menu. The first item, view media file, clicking on that will open up the image in the browser, media attachment, and if we just go back, scroll back down, the option here, we can download the file, so get a record of it on our own computer. We can delete it permanently, or we can edit more details, and if you click on edit more details that will just open up the media item in its own little edit box, which gives us pretty much the same information that we had if we just select it and we have those items down here. But you can also edit the image, and clicking the edit image button we have options, so we can crop the image. Let's just change the crop on this one, and then we can apply the crop. Now that isn't actually going to be saved. If I come out of this, you can see it's not been saved. You have to save it as well. So go in, create your crop, apply the crop, and then when you're happy with it, you can change aspect ratio and stuff, but when you're happy with it, you then can click on Save Edits, and if we come out, then that one has been saved. Let's just go back into that one, click on it, go back to Edit Image. You can see that you can also change the rotation of the image. Each time you change something, you do have the edit saves. I'm going to just click Cancel Editing, and that returns it back the way it was. The other thing you can do is to change the scale. So this image is 794 by 925. If I wanted to make it smaller, let's say I only wanted it 500 by 582. Notice as I type in this dimension, this one changes, and then I can scale it and it will scale the image appropriately. At any point in this, you can go in and restore the original image. So at the moment we've got this image that's been cropped. Let's just go into that, click on Restore Image, and we've now got back to the original image that we started with. The other place you're going to come in contact with the media library is if you go in and add a new post and you want to add an image or some other media. You can start typing in /image, add the image, and then it will ask you, do you want to upload it? If you do that, it will bring up a box from your computer where you can select it, or you can insert from a URL. That URL means that the image is already online somewhere, or you can call up the media library and choose the image that you want to insert. So you'll find that in posts and you'll find it in pages. Go in and add a new page. Let's just cancel those patterns. If we wanted to add the image, you can see we have the same box that will bring up the media library. Of course, the media library can store other types of media besides images, and if you open up the Block Explorer, you can come down and you can see we have image, gallery, audio, file, video. So if you had a file that you wanted to download, you can insert that. You'll get access to the media library. If you choose video, you'll get access to the media library. If you choose audio, you'll get access to the media library as well. So there are various ways to interact with your media library.